Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Hey. Oh, okay. Just jumping on. I noticed apparently there must have been a glitch somewhere and the person scheduled today was unable to get on. So here I am because it's working for my schedule right now and I can jump on. And I get to. And I love being here. So now I know we're starting a little late. It's already 8:19, so I'm going to give it a few minutes for for folks to jump on. It says here my frame rate is a little low, but I don't know what's up with that, and I hope it doesn't do too much. I'm going to take a second here and take a look and see what I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it while I'm in the middle of this as far as I can tell. So you know what? We're just going to let it roll. This is the same computer I use most days when I do it. So, hey, not outside under the tree this time because, well, that's not where I was when I realized that there wasn't anybody on the prayer call, and I just wanted to get on as quick as I could. So, good morning, everybody. Some folks are jumping in. Let me see who's here. Good morning, Cece. Hello, Kimberly, Marilyn, Dorothy. If anybody has prayer requests, you can put them in the field here for everybody, or you can just think them, or just know that they're already out there just because they exist, because you are one inside this beautiful life of lifing. Good morning, Alon. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Joan, Marcella. It is a beautiful day, and it's just getting started. I was just sitting down to actually listen to the prayer because I've got my got a 9 o'clock. I've got a something I do on Zoom, so I'm going to be ready for that. And this prayer is just going to prep me and get me even more ready for it. We're getting a few folks sliding in here. It's a low crowd so far, but we started almost 20 minutes late. So, I got some books next to me here. So I'm just going to grab one. The one I grabbed is Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping. One of my favorite books on the planet. And let's see, I got a bookmark in here. I wonder what I've got bookmarked. Let's check that. It's pretty sure it wasn't from me reading the books. Oof. It says all relationships are for healing. I kind of like that. Now, if you don't have this book is right up there with spiritual liberation in my mind of must-have spiritual books. And the beauty of it is the first chapter is called Jill's Story. And the author made it available for free online on, you just Google Jill's Story PDF and it pops up. And people said to me, Colin, you're just giving away that first chapter free so that people will buy the book. And I loved his response. His response was, no, actually most people aren't going to buy the book. I'm giving away the first chapter free because 90% of the healing that's in this book is in the first chapter. And so I reach more people that will never buy the book and have a bigger result in the world. Because he's all about being of service. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Allison, Joanne, Winky, Anna Ree. Folks are coming in. It's going to be a small crowd today, and that's okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I like that. Good morning, beautiful ones. We are beautiful ones, and we are beautiful one. Okay. I know. What are you going to say? I like to play with it a little bit. So, now I know the video might come in and out. For some reason, my computer's telling me I've got low FPS. frame rate per second. So, you know, if it is, it is. I'm afraid if I go in there to try to fix it now, I'm just going to lose the video and get lost in trying to figure it out. Hello, Teresa. All right. We're getting a few folks in here. Sorry about the late start. As I said when I first jumped on, I noticed that nobody was jumping on the prayer. There must have been a glitch somewhere in the system, in the scheduling of folks. And so I sent a message in, and I was getting ready to just jump on anyway when I got a message back saying, "Can you jump on?" And I answered, "Okay." So here's what I want to read. And I don't know what's in this part that I'm reading. I just know there was a bookmark on this page, and it was there. And it's titled, "All Relationships Are for Healing." To be awake means to fully understand how this all works, and how the ego has skillfully used our spiritual intelligence, which is always moving us in the direction of healing and growing, to provide us with people whose role it is to mirror our own projections and repressed self-hatred. Only then can we heal the separation within ourselves and become whole. This is the purpose of all relationships. As we saw in Jill's story, you'll have to read Jill's story to get that. Radical forgiveness can save a relationship. Jill and Jeff are still happily married. However, this is not necessarily the goal. If the true purpose of the relationship has been fulfilled, which is to say the healing has occurred, the relationship may simply dissolve naturally and peacefully. When both parties understand radical forgiveness and use the technology, the parting can be loving, respectful, and relatively pain-free. If, on the other hand, the relationship breaks off before the healing has taken place, the parties will likely go off and find another person with very similar characteristics who will resonate the same issues for them all over again. Many of us do this over and over again, and we can often see the pattern quite clearly when it is pointed out. Wow, excuse me. Wow. All relationships are for healing. So everything that enters into my life is here for me to do things to expand and improve my life. So that if I have something happening in my life that on the surface may seem very pleasant or very unpleasant, if I don't respond by learning the lesson they're here to teach me, I will have the same lesson taught to me over and over again. Sort of, you can see the pattern of that when people are continually having relationships or marrying the same person over and over and over again with a different face. So, what is the gift in this person's bringing to me in my life? And that, for me, doesn't just go for gifts. And healings don't always have to do with fixing what we think human would be fixing, would be making a relationship, like it said in their work. It also, a healing may not be for the body to heal itself. It may be a healing beyond the body that has to do with our soul being and what the contract that other soul being has with us. An example of that is, I had during the COVID period, I had a wonderful experience where I had a blood clot in my leg that was misdiagnosed by multiple doctors, and then one of the doctors massaged my leg really deeply, sent me home after getting me set for orthotics, thinking that was the problem. A couple hours later, I asked Kelly to take me to the hospital, and I had a pulmonary embolism. And it's funny that even before I got to the hospital, I was already thinking, and it was partly due to this book and to Reverend Michael's book, Spiritual Liberation, I was already thinking, what is congested in my life that it required me to get a blood clot, which I then basically, by getting it misdiagnosed, ignored, and it went through my heart to my lung, could have killed me, in order to get my attention so that I look at what I have congesting my life. And I started looking for that. And, I didn't find one big thing. What I found was many little things that I wasn't accepting each and every moment in my life. But each thing that takes place in our life, each person that crosses our path, everything that takes place has a purpose in your life. Everything. There are no mistakes. There are no coincidences. And if I don't learn the lesson, whether it has to do with an addiction, whether it has to do with a relationship addictions, or anything like that, or drugs, food, anything in my life, if I don't address what the thing is there to teach me, it will continually keep coming into my life over and over and over again. Because all relationships are for healing. So if something's going on in your life, understand, healing isn't always the body repairing itself. Healing is not always a peaceful resolution right away on something in the world that's taking place. However, if we look back at history and we look at life, we see that each and every time something in society happens that's really ugly, the world comes out a more compassionate, loving place on the other side of that. I don't deny that there is health issues, that there is disease. I don't deny there is fear, and there are wars created by this fear. I don't deny that these things are taking place in our human world. I deny their power to define who and what I am. To myself, to the people I have relationships with, and to the world. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to jump down off of this box, and I'm going to prepare for some prayer. Thank everybody that jumped on here a little bit late. Let me say hi to a few more folks. Hello, Nikki. Thanks for sharing this, Kellen. It's exactly what I needed to hear at this moment. You know what? It was exactly what I needed to hear, too. So it's funny how it works out that way, isn't it? Good morning, Curtis. Hello, CJ. Cassandra. Deborah. Kimberly. Hello. Lenoris. Continued gratitude for all my financial needs are being met. Yes. 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 Janice. Teresa. Joanna. It's so good to have everybody here. I just love it. I truly, truly love it. Okay, so let's take a minute now. Let's get comfortable. It's nice to have your feet flat on the ground, but whatever's comfortable. Nice to have your arms sitting with your palms up or your palms down, just resting in your lap or on the arms of the chair you're on. However, I like to say, whatever's comfortable. It's nice to be sitting sort of straight up, not rigid, not tight, but comfortably straight up, allowing things to flow through your body. But if you're lying down or something else, again, whatever's comfortable. Sit, be comfortable, and let's go into this moment of prayer together. This moment of being here, present, right now, knowing that here in this moment, life is lifing. Life is lifing. Good morning, Wanda. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Andrea. More folks are coming in, realizing that this started a little late. So, I am grateful. First and foremost, and always, I am grateful for my breath. I am grateful for another day in the life of Kelvin Hagen. I am grateful for the roof over my head, the hot water in my pipes. I am grateful for the time I get to spend feeling and seeing and knowing the love of each individual person that passes my path in my life. I am grateful for my son, Ryder, and having him back for the summer from school in my house. I am grateful that I was able to drive out last night to go pick him up instead of him walking back home because I could. I got to. I am grateful that I get to do this prayer on Facebook with us all right here. I am grateful for each and every one of us and the life that we are. I am grateful that I am able to be of service here in this life, here in this world, here with us. And I know that this is life. It's the only thing that's here. Every single being that crossed my path, be them human, animal, or vegetable, are all the divine, living, lifing God, nature, whatever name you want to give it. Yeah, folks, all there is one thing happening. Lnside that one thing, there is one mind happening. Inside that one mind, there is one life lifing. And I know that that one life lifing is my life as well. Absolutely. I know that even that sneeze is divinely inspired to help clear out the congestion in my head. I know that I am life lifing. Life lifing is lifing in as me. I am the very power that stirs the universe. Inside my body are some of the molecules that were inside some of the great teachers of our society, of our world. Inside my body, I have molecules from Jesus, from Buddha, from Krishna. There is no doubt that we are one in a physical sense with everything, as well as beyond that physical sense. We are one inside the life of God. I am, you are. We are. Inside of you is the very essence of all people that have come before us. They never go because they're here as we, as the we. Yes. In more than just a spiritual sense, in a true physical sense, all the people of history that have come before me have a little bit of them in me, in every gallon of water on this planet, everywhere, everything. I am, you are, we are life lifing. Life is lifing right now. And as life is lifing, healing is taking place. Healing is taking place in miraculous, amazing ways we don't even realize or recognize as miracles because they're just part of day-to-day life. Healing is taking place as we move forward. I know that for each and every one of us that may be experiencing a physical ailment or a chronic ailment or any other thing, that inside of you, inside of we, The life in essence that is God is there right now. All the abundance of God, all the healing power of God is right there. What is the gift in this moment for me, for we? Right now, healing is taking place as divine perfection moves forward through this world. In this world right now, there are fires blazing up in Canada. I know this because I see pictures online and I talk to family members. The East Coast is blacked out with smoke. And I know that in that, even in that congestion filling the world, God is there. Beautiful, dynamic things are taking place there. In Canada, where they're working and the world is balancing itself again, I know that the divine power of God is taking care of life. Life is lifing in, as, and around every single person on the East Coast, every single person in Canada, every single firefighter. I know that in other places in the world where there is violence, disease, fear, because that's fear. Fear causes and brings on so much of this violence and disease and chronic illness on this planet. Everywhere where there is fear, God is there. The love of God is there too. Right now, in this world where wars are taking place, where dictators are spreading hate, where the United States, Russia, China, and all the other big, huge, powerful nations of this world are manipulating and harming folks, know that God is there in those actions too, right now, right here. Because all that is happening right here, right now. And inside of God, there are no mistakes. And all things taking place are moving humanity, are moving life into a more loving, compassionate place. I choose to be on the leading edge of that vibration. I choose to reflect love out into this world. I choose to be the love and the light that this world needs right now. Yes, I get to choose. We get to choose. You get to choose whether or not you are living from the vibration of fear or the vibration of love. And Reverend Michael told me one time, at the end of a conversation, when we had a discussion about love and fear, and at the end of the discussion where he said those were the only two feelings on the planet, he said, well, Kellen, you know what, really? There's only love. And even fear, even hate, are just low vibrations of love, because love is the creating energy of this planet. And that's why that right now, as we go forward with love, we raise the vibration of the world, amplified many times beyond our numbers. We get to evolve this planet beyond what looks like the power of our numbers. Spirituality is not a democracy. We don't vote and we have to have enough people voting to change the world. All we have to do is be that change. I will be that love, knowing that my raising the vibration of my life higher in the vibration of love raises hundreds everywhere. You are the living life of God. And the life that is lifing through you as you is so powerful. It is powerful beyond anything you can imagine, anything we can imagine. I am, you are, we are the loving light and the power of God. And every single thing taking place on this planet right now, God is there in and as lifing through and as you. I give thanks for knowing this absolute truth. I give thanks and find amazing peace in knowing that life is lifing in, around, and through me as me. I give thanks for knowing that life is lifing in, around, and through us as us. I give thanks for knowing that I get to live life lifing as the very divine life of Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, Muhammad, and any other teacher that you can think of, and the millions of teachers that nobody even knows are out there. I get to. Thank you. And I release this. I release this into the dynamic truth that is all things. And I like to call it the big yes that is life lifing. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. Hey, you can come back at noon. There will be somebody here doing meditation. It won't be me. I've got a one-to-many prac session coming up here at 9 o'clock this morning that I'm going to enjoy. That's only in 15 minutes now due to jumping on this prayer call, which was an honor, and I got to do so, and it was so amazing. I'm also, there's a class that just started. I think you can still get in for prayer too, and I strongly, strongly encourage everybody to take that and learn this technology and learn how to just have it in your life, incorporate it in your thoughts as you move through your day. I'm also doing myself, you can find it on my Facebook page, a book club. We're going to be reading Spiritual Liberation in my book club, one chapter at a time. Right now it's set up for every 2 weeks on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock Pacific time. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be on Zoom. And the Zoom links and all that are on my Facebook page. Might have to scroll down a little bit. I will be posting it higher up again today. And I just want to say this, is that I'm honored to be able to step in here when somebody else is unable to be here. I'm honored that I get to do every other Monday with the prayer and the meditation. And I am honored that I get to jump in when I can like this. So, know you are loved. You get to be that love and an expression of it out into the world. Don't kid yourself. You are powerful beyond belief, and I love you, and the world needs you to be you. Peace.